bad bitch told me I only smoke for the police. Throwback nigga, I pull up with the Dutchess. I tell my mama what's so good. Trying to be the only one. Trying to be the only son. You wanna hold a nigga gun and shit.
Daddy wanna ride until the morning sun. Tryna tell me love you are the only one. She drive the boat, tryna smoke while she hold my gun. Tryna tell me love you are the only one. She wanna be my seat with the recline, even though she be fine, hit her with a decline. Is it just because I am the only one? She wanna be my seat with the recline, even though she be fine, hit her with a decline. Is it just because I am the only one? Shut up the trees, she stay with the streets. I heard they lead, I wanna know. I'm smoking the woods, she all I know is I'm rocking the mix. She told me I'm fixed, she know what it is. I come in the vet, I come for respect. I come for your neck, you know what it is. I'm smoking the weed, that's side with D. She on her knees, she just on the police. She know what it is, she from the hood. Bad was, I'm all in the car, popping a bra. She smoking the weed and drinking Doucet. Shawty wanna pull up, shawty wanna pull up. Saying that she not a bimbo when she ride on 4 Giottos and she know she dropped the bottle. Oh, she tryna pull up. Oh, she tryna pull up. Oh, she tryna pull up. Daddy wanna ride until the morning sun. Tryna tell me love you are the only one. She drive the boat, tryna smoke while she hold my gun. Tryna tell me love you are the only one. She wanna be my seat with the recline, even though she be fine, hit her with a decline. Is it just because I am the only one? She wanna be my seat with the recline, even though she be fine, hit her with a decline. Is it just because I am the only one?
Ride around my side of town, girl, you know how it's going down. You crazy. You just like to drive the boat, get dope, and stay wavy. You a fucking trees, you a fucking trees, you are for the street. Kill a shot, she busted up with some ass bitch, she looking like she dreaming. She ain't no contender, she only a beginner. Dirty nigga from Granada, bitch don't get nada. Bitch be rockin' Prada, only eat McDonald's. You crazy. You crazy, you crazy. You a Big Mac thing, you fucking lazy. You don't faze me. You fucking crazy. You ain't the only one. 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 You ain't the only one.
Daddy wanna ride until the morning sun. Tryna tell me love you are the only one. She drive the boat, tryna smoke while she hold my gun. Tryna tell me love you are the only one. She wanna be my seat with the recline, even though she be fine, hit her with a decline. Is it just because I am the only one? She wanna be my seat with the recline, even though she be fine, hit her with a decline. Is it just because I am the only one?
Welcome to the Check-in Report. I am your humble host, True and Living. I am in the building. I'm not your homie, I'm the one and only Macaroni. Salute to Rick Slick. Rick Slick is in the building, soundboard gang. I gotta make Rick Slick a moderator. Hold on. Rick Slick he be showing love. He be showing love. Yo, Rick Slick. Yo, check it out right now. I just made you a moderator, Rick Slick, because you be showing love. You be coming out to the streams. Salute to Rick Slick. Yeah, check it out, Rick Slick. You should be a moderator right now. You should be a mod right now. Today's topic, we will be talking about Obama. Obama criticized black men for not wanting to support Kamala Harris. A lot of black men have been voicing their opinions. I've been one of them. Just talking about how, Kamala Harris is not for black men. She's really not for the black community, at large, really. But she is absolutely, totally not for black men, black women, and the black community. You know? Yeah, man. Listen, man. A lot of black men have voiced that. They've said that Kamala Harris is she's only cosplaying a black woman. Only because it's election season. Every other day of the year, she's an Indian woman. She's a multiculturalist. She's what is it? Color neutral. That's another word they use. Color neutral. But when election season comes around, all of a sudden she's black now. I'm a black woman. I'm a black woman. I'm a black woman. My Indian mother, she was raising a black woman. Kamala Harris, we don't believe you. You need more people. You are cosplaying as a black woman. But Obama, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I'm kind of disgusted at Obama. I'm disgusted at Obama. Disgusted. Barack Obama, you are a charlatan, scammer, deceiver. You scammed black people. You did absolutely nothing for the black community at large. And you're mad at black men? Let me get that right, Obama. You're mad at black men for, instead of just going along with the Democrats, instead of just going along with the script, you're mad at black men for using their brains and saying we're tired of being used by the Democrats? You're mad at black men because of that? That's what you're mad at black men for. Oh my God! We have to go in on Barack Obama, and we also have to talk about they found an armed individual at one of the Trump rallies out there in Coachella, California. Anybody heard about that? Did the Democrats drop a bag on Donald Trump? I'm going to look at the chat. Did the Democrats drop a bag on Donald Trump? Let me know right now in the chat. Oh my God! Did the Democrats drop a bag on Donald Trump? A third attempt? Are you telling me that there was possibly a third assailant trying to assassinate Donald Trump? Is that what you're telling me? Is that what I'm hearing? That's what they're saying. They said there was a third man. He was at the Trump rally out there in Coachella, California. He tried to get through the, I guess the metal detectors or through the screening. And the police stopped him. He had weapons on him. They said he looked like a Kamala Harris supporter. He didn't want to be labeled as Mr. He said, no, my pronouns are they and them. Do not disrespect me by calling me Mr. Sir. My pronouns are they, them. His hair was colored the same color as a cock. Oh my God! They're saying that, he possibly was a Kamala Harris supporter. So we got to talk about that. We have the police chief. He was talking about that. We got to get into that. But we have to get into Barack Obama, the great deceiver. That's what I have labeled him, the great deceiver, because he scammed Black America. He took advantage of Black America. I have labeled Barack Obama the great deceiver. And we're going to walk down his statements against black men. And I'm going to be honest with you. He sounds like Bill Cosby to me. Anybody remember Bill Cosby was going in on black men, disrespecting black men? Pull up your pants. Pull up your pants. No, Bill Cosby, you pull up your pants. You stop drugging women. You stop sexually assaulting women. He sounds like, he sounds like Bill Cosby to me. Criticizing black men for using their brains, criticizing black men for, saying, you know what, I don't want to go along with the Democratic, manuscript anymore. I'm tired of the Democrats putting me to the back burner. But we're going to get into Barack Obama. Without further ado, let's get into Barack Obama chastising and criticizing black men, right? He was on a campaign trail for Kamala, and I believe he stopped here just to give his thoughts on black male voters and this election season. Let's get into it. Without further ado, Barack Obama.
I'm going to go ahead and just speak some truths, if you don't mind.
Speak some truths? Is that how you're going to start this thing off, Barack Obama? You're going to speak some truths? You haven't been telling the truth. You haven't been telling the truth to black America. You lied to black America. You made it seem like you were for hope, change. Black America, we're going to give you change. Black America, we're going to give you hope. You deceived us. Oh my God! You're lying. And let's be honest, the presidency has aged Barack Obama severely. He's no longer that handsome, young, up-and-coming politician, clever, witty. He's looking like a light-skinned Morgan Freeman, salt and pepper in the hair. Barack Obama, you need to get some Just for Men. Go to Turkey, get the Nori treatment, get that hairline, get that hairline a little fixed up, maybe bring it a little bit closer to your eyebrows. The women ain't feeling you like they used to. The women ain't feeling you like they used to. But let's get back to Barack Obama, the great deceiver. Let's get back into it.
Because my understanding, based on reports I'm getting from campaigns and communities, is that we have not yet seen the same kinds of energy and turnout in all quarters of our neighborhoods and communities as we saw.
Now, let me speak to that. Let me tell you why you haven't been seeing the same turnout, Barack Obama. Let me educate Barack Obama on why you haven't been seeing the same turnout. Roll up the sleeves for this African. You haven't been seeing the same turnout is because black people are tired of the Democrats playing with them. They're tired of the Democrats putting them to the back burners. They're tired of the Democrats saying, you know what, immigrants, we're going to incentivize you. We're going to give you, we're going to put you in high-rise hotels. We're going to give you food stamps. And you know what? We're going to take care of you. Ukraine, we're going to send you billions of dollars. We're going to take care of you. Israel, we're going to send you billions of dollars. We're going to take care of you. But when it comes to black people, you're not taking care of the black community. The communities are still, tore down, run amok. Black people have been dealing with the same issues that they've been dealing with forever. You promised them hope. You promised them change. You didn't deliver. Black people have been voting for the Democrats for over 50 years. There's been no change. People are still getting killed in the streets. Still getting brutalized by the police. Still being massively incarcerated. Still no reparations bill. Still no hate crime bill. You was in office for 8 years. You never, ever, ever took a look at the anti-lynching bill. You're a disgrace to Black America, Barack. You're a pure, utter disgrace to Black America. And let me say this right here, because we got a couple white people in the building. Let me tell you white people something, right? Let me just say something. Let me get something off my chest, because a lot of white people don't know this, and I have to tell white people this. Barack Obama is not a black man. Oh my God! Let me say that, because I want white America to realize this. Barack Obama is not a black man. Let me explain why Barack Obama is not a black man. Because, white America, no disrespect to white people in white America, but the thing with white America, they love to bunch people together. When you got a little bit of melanin and you live in the United States, they love to classify, anybody with a little bit of melanin living in America, they love to classify them as African American, right? But there's a difference. Barack Obama is an African from Hawaii. He is not what you would call black, Negro. His father, his ancestors did not go through slavery, civil rights, Reconstruction, Jim Crow. This is not a foundational black American man. This is an African immigrant whose family was his father was an African immigrant. His mother was a white woman. This is not a black man. There's a difference in blackness. Just because you see somebody with a little bit of melanin that likes to talk jive talk, got a little bit of swag, he likes to dust off his shoulders, that does not make him black. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. We got 160 people in the building. If you have anything to add to the dialogue, if you have anything to add to this discussion, please put it in the super chat. Oh, we got one super chat already. Salute to Angela. My fault, Angela. I missed that. Angela says, black men now see the Democrats' con game. Absolutely, Angela. We absolutely see it. Salute to Angela with the $2 donation. Yeah, she says black men now see the con games. I've been seeing the con games for years, Angela. I've been seeing it for a long time. And a lot of black people are now waking up, but I've been seeing it for a very long time. Black people have been voting for the Democrats for over 50 years. Think about this, Angela. Black people have been voting for the Democrats for over 50 years. We have nothing to show for it in our communities, in our infrastructures. We have nothing to show for it politically. We have nothing to show for it, in any areas in our communities. But we're continually voting for them. Why? What have they done? What have the Democrats done for us since the Civil Rights era, since the Voting Rights Act, since things of that nature? What have the Democrats done since then? We're talking about 50 years ago. We're talking about 60 years ago. The Democrats have been sitting on their hands for over 40 years. I, for one, am sick of it. I, for one, am disgusted at it. But salute to Angela. I agree with what you're saying, though, Angela. I absolutely agree with you. Black people are now waking up. They're smelling the coffee. They realize that the Democrats have been conning us, taking advantage of us. And in reality, Politicians lie. That's what politicians do. Republicans lie, Democrats lie, all politicians lie. But what makes it so devastating for the black community and the Democrats is that we don't even listen to the Republicans. We don't even sit down with the Republicans. We don't take meetings with the Republicans. We don't have powwows. We don't have any type of, sit down with them whatsoever. We just come out and vote for the Democrats, and they disrespect us. They take advantage of our votes. They don't work on our agendas, work on our incentives. So it's very disrespectful for us to come out, give you 90, 100% of the vote, but you do nothing for us. There's nothing to show for what we're voting for. So me for one, I'm absolutely disgusted at the Democrats. I have no respect for the Democrats. They've been conning us, and I've had enough of it. Make sure you guys hit that like button. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button. If you have anything to add to the discussion, you have anything to add to the dialogue, please put it in the super chat. We read all super chats. We read all donations. Let's get back into it.
When I was running. Now, I also want to say that seems to be more pronounced with the brothers.
He says it seems to be more pronounced with the brothers. You're damn right, Barack Obama. Black men are not voting for Kamala Harris. We are not voting for her. Kamala Harris is not for the black community. She's not for black men. We know that. You know what? You know how we know that? Because when she was on an interview, I think I still have the clip. I'm not going to play the clip, but when she was on an interview, she told black men what she thought of them. She told black men what she thought about reparations, things that could directly affect the black community. She said, I'm not going to do nothing directly for the black community. Y'all remember that clip? She was bouncing around in her chair, weave bouncing back and forth. I'm not going to do nothing directly for the black community. No. I'm going to tell you, when I saw that as a black man, my vote was made up right then and there. I will never vote for Kamala Harris. Oh my God! When I saw that clip of that South Asian Indian woman bouncing around in her chair, poking out her lips, weave shaking back and forth, talking about what she ain't gonna do, what you ain't gonna do, what you ain't gonna do for black America. My mind was made up right then and there. I don't need to hear nothing about Kamala Harris. I don't need to hear her campaign. I don't need to hear her speech. I don't need to hear nothing. If that's how you feel about black America, Kamala Harris, that you ain't going to give us reparations, that you ain't even going to have a discussion about reparations, we ain't voting for ya. Fire! 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 Not today, not tomorrow, not on election night, not for prom night, not for homecoming queen. We ain't voting for ya. Furthermore, I said furthermore, she goes on to disrespect black women. Kamala Harris disrespected black women. Let me tell you how she disrespected black women. Instead of having a prominent black woman on that Democratic stage, talking, articulating herself, telling people how great Kamala Harris is, instead of having an intellectual black woman on that campaign stage, she had Meg Thee Stallion. I said she had Meg Thee Stallion on that stage shaking a little doodle maker, did she not? Furthermore, I said furthermore, she sat down with Uncle Luke. Think about all the prominent black men in our community. Dr. Cornel West, Dr. Umar. I'ma even throw Roland Martin in there. All the intellectual black men that she could have sat down with, had a discussion, had a dialogue. She chose to sit down with Mr. Doodle Brown himself, Uncle Luke. She's showing you how she feels about the black community. She has no respect for us. She has no respect for us. All of the intellectual black men that she could have sat down with, had a dialogue discussion with. You choose Uncle Luke. Uncle Luke. And I'm going to be honest with you guys. We're going so hard on Diddy. Diddy this, Diddy that, baby oil. We're going so hard on Diddy. You need to take a look at Uncle Luke. I'm not saying he did anything criminal or he did anything bad, but you need to take a hard look. If you're going to criticize Diddy for having freak-offs, you're going to criticize Diddy for the baby oil, you need to look how Uncle Luke was moving back in the 90s, how he was moving back in the 80s. Kamala Harris chose to sit down with this man that objectified women, that was a misogynist. As the first female president, that's the black man you decide to stand with? Furthermore, I said furthermore. Black men have no reason to vote for Kamala Harris. She is not for us. And let me say this. This is just my opinion, right? Now, let me say this first and foremost, right? I have no problem with who you fall in love with, who you choose to date. That's your life, right? That's your life. But as a black man, we have to discuss it. Right? We have to discuss her marriage. As a black man, as a black voter, as a proud black man as well, a proud black man, we have to discuss her marriage. Like I said, before we get into this, I just want to say I have no problem with whoever you want to date. Whoever you want to date, that's your thing. You know, that whoever you choose to be with. Me personally, I like black women. I like Hispanic women because those are the types of women that have gravitated to me. I like black women. I like Hispanic women, right? Never dated a white woman. I've only dated black women. I've only dated Hispanic women, right? So those are the types of women that I like and I gravitate to, right? But we have to talk about this, right? Kamala Harris, you chose to marry a white man. You chose to marry a white man. I think that has something to do with it as well. Now, let me just break this down. We're going to walk this thing down. I'm not just picking on her just because she chose to marry a white man. Let's walk this thing down. Kamala Harris is from California, right? California. A lot of black men in California. A lot of black men in California, y'all. But what's a greater indictment on that? Kamala Harris went to a HBCU college. Walk with me. Kamala Harris, you went to a HBCU college. Are you trying to tell me, Kamala Harris? Are you trying to tell me all those intellectual brothers on that campus, all of those smart businessmen, doctors, lawyers, all of those prominent black men on that HBCU campus that you couldn't find one brother to have a relationship and get married with. Is that what you're trying to tell me, Kamala?
Oh my
Kamala Harris, you went to a HBCU. You couldn't find one brother on that damn HBCU campus to start a life with, to be a wife with, to start a family with. Something ain't adding up. And of course, come on now. She was a high yellow, baby hair, light-skinned girl. I'm not believing that the brothers wasn't feeling her. She didn't want to date a black man maybe at that point in time. You know, and listen, we've seen her with Willie Brown or Willie Green or whatever, the Sweet Dick Willie Brown, whatever his name is, the mayor. We're seeing her with Montel. I understand she's dated black men before, but I'm talking about in the integral formative years of her life when she was at an HBCU college. You mean to tell me she couldn't find not one brother on that damn campus to have a relationship with? Is that what you're trying to tell me? I'm not believing it. I'm not believing it. I'm just talking about some of the things that maybe black men, or why they're not voting for her. Of course, black men are not going to vibe with her politics. They're not going to vibe with, her using pronouns. They're not going to vibe with her absolutely dropping the ball on the economy, inflation. Everything that she's trying to get away from in terms of Biden, she's directly attached to the border. Of course, black men are not vibing with those things. They're not feeling those things. But I'm just talking about the optics of other things that maybe she's not thinking about. So that may be a reason, another reason, on top of her politics, on top of her being a terrible vice president, on top of her never being at the border, on top of her dropping the ball on the economy. I mean, there's a list of reasons why you shouldn't vote for her. I'm just adding upon it as a black voter, as a black man, saying maybe black men are also looking at the fact that she married a white man. Why didn't you choose to marry a black man? Was a black man not good enough for you, Kamala? Could you not find a black man? I'm just hypothetically throwing some things out on why brothers ain't voting for Kamala. I'm just throwing that out there. But let's get back into Barack Obese. Again, if you have anything to add to the dialogue, anything to add to the super chat, please put it in a donation. We read all super chats. We read all donations. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Yeah, we read. I want people to be a part of the dialogue. I want people to be a part of the discussion. So please put in a super chat. Please put in a donation. Let's get back to Barack Obese, the great deceiver. Let's get back to him.
So if you don't mind, just for a second, I'm going to speak to y'all directly.
Obama is going to speak to us directly. Obama is going to give black men some straightening. He's going to give us a great talking down to. Barack Obama, you can't tell black men shit. You ain't did shit for the black community, but telling us absolutely nothing. Whatever you got to say, you can keep it to your damn self. What the hell you done for black people to give us a talking to? To tell us anything? You did absolutely nothing for the black community. You incentivized the LGBTQ community. Maybe we should get into that. But who the hell does Barack Obama think he is where he can give black men a talking down to? Who the hell he think who the hell he think he is? Barack Obama, save it for somebody who cares. You know what you need to do, Barack Obama? You need to get in front of that LGBTQ community that you incentivized, that you pushed their agenda, that you gave them something for voting for them. You gave black people nothing. You gave us, you gave the black community absolutely nothing. But the LGBTQ community, you need to get in front of them and you need to give them a talking down too. You need to give them some straightening. And I'm only saying that because you incentivized them. You helped them. You helped their community. And I'm not against that. You helped their community. You did things for their community. You need to give them a talking down too. Talk to the LGBTQ community. Ask the LGBTQ community, why are you not voting for Kamala? Why are you not supporting her? Why? You need to talk down to the LGBTQ community, not the black community. You don't have that. You don't have that cachet with us. You don't have that honor over here. You don't have that respect for the black community. And we don't have no respect for you. Who the hell does Barack Obama think he is? Chicago. Let's talk about Chicago for a little bit. Let's talk about Chicago for a little bit, y'all. This man has not been back to Chicago since the damn DNC. Before the DNC, Chicago ain't seen this man in years. All the gang wars, black boys dying in the streets, massively incarcerated, gang violence, drug usage. You didn't give black men a talking down to then when it was young boys dying in the streets due to gang violence, gun violence. You wasn't giving black men a talking down to then, but Chicago, they ain't even seen you. But you think you could talk to us after you've been disappearing on the black community, not helping? Shame on you, Barack. You are a disgrace to the black community. Fire! 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 An absolute disgrace. Who the hell does he think he is? I'm disgusted at this video. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm quite disgusted. Because at least when Bill Cosby was talking down to black men and he was telling black men, pull your pants up and yada, 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 yada. When Bill Cosby was saying all that, at least I could look at Bill Cosby and say, this is a foundational black American man. He comes from our community. He's from us. He's an elder, but he comes from our community. Barack Obama, you don't come from our community. You are an African from Hawaii. You are not from Chicago. You are not a foundational black American man. You've done nothing for the community. You've done nothing to help the community. You've taken advantage of the community. Again, if you have anything to add to the dialogue, if you have anything to add to the discussion, please put it in a super chat. We read all super chats. We read all donations. Let's get back. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe. Let's get back into Barack Obese, the great deceiver.
And say that when you have a choice that is this clear.
This is not a clear choice, Barack Obama. Let me stop you right there. This is not a clear choice for black America. This is not a clear choice. Absolutely not a clear choice. Stop with the lies. Kamala Harris is not for the black community. Kamala Harris has not been working for the black community. She's never, you know, another thing that's crazy. Let me just say this, because, you know, a lot of people aren't really realizing this. Let me say this real quick, right? Another thing that bothers me about this whole Kamala Harris presidency, this woman is a prosecutor. This woman is a prosecutor. Now, Black men and women have been criticizing the white supremacist justice system for years. They talk about the mass incarceration. They talk about, black people getting criminally charged and getting higher charges than their white counterparts. They talk about the injustices of, the justice system, the white supremacist justice system, how, black people are unfairly treated when it comes to the justice system. For us now in America, as black voters, for us now to look at a woman who has been working in collaboration with the white supremacist justice system for all her life, a woman who has worked in collaboration, backed those white supremacist officers, when those white supremacist officers placed drugs in those black men's cars and was falsely imprisoning black men. You know what Kamala Harris was doing? She was backing up and collaborating and corroborating those white supremacist officers' stories. When those black men went into that justice system and they were falsely accused, Kamala Harris made sure the judge, she threw the whole book at those falsely accused black men. This is a woman who has been working her whole life in collaboration with the white supremacist justice system. So I just find it very ironic that, all of these years of black people criticizing, the justice system, right? Criticizing unfair treatment, getting charged at a higher rate or or receiving more years than their white counterparts for the same crimes, mind you. I find it very odd that we are now looking at a prosecutor to save the black community or even to vote for this woman. It just seems asinine to me. It just seems very asinine to me. But let's continue with Barack Obama. He's criticizing black men. He's saying it should be a clear choice. It's not a clear choice. It's not a clear choice, Barack Obama. And it's not a clear choice because the Democrats haven't been doing the work. It's not a clear choice because the Democrats, they're so focused on, incentivizing immigrants. They're so focused on giving billions of dollars to other countries. They're so focused on pronouns. They're so focused on putting men in women's sports. The Democrats are too occupied on those things that they haven't been putting black people's needs and wants to the forefront. So since you've been ignoring us, since you've been putting our dreams and hopes to the back burners, since you let that lynching bill, sit in Congress for all those years, you know what, Democrats? We won't be voting for you. Fire! 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 And let me say something else that, black people, and listen, I am a black man. I'm a foundational black American man, right? The Democrats, they've been putting a lot of sauce on Project 2025. Project 2025. That's all you hear about. Project 2025. Project 2025. That's all you hear this election season. Project 2025. The Democrats have their own project. Project 2024. Project 2023. Project 2022. Let's talk about Project 2022, 2023, and 2024. Let's talk about that. The Democrats have been flooding the country with immigrants. Flooding the country with immigrants. So they can incentivize them and weaken the black vote. Fire! 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 Let me say that again, because we so focused on Project 2025. Let's talk about Project 2023, Project 2022. The Democrats have been actively, and it's by coincidence, all these sanctuary cities that they've been sending these immigrants to are democratically ran cities. But the Democrats have been flooding the country with illegal immigrants so they can try to incentivize them, give them the right to vote, to weaken and cheapen the black vote. Black people, we only make up 13% of the population in America. The Democrats tried to weaken our vote, cheapen our vote, quiet our vote. But you got these Democratic bootlicking Negroes so concerned with Project 2025. They put a hit out on the black vote. The Democrats put a hit out on the black vote. They tried to weaken our black vote. They tried to weaken our voices. But they want you to focus on the Republicans. They want you to be concerned with the Republicans, what they're going to do. Project 2025, oh, it's going to get you. But we're not looking at what they're doing, how they're weakening us, how they're cheapening us, how they've been putting what we want and what we want to be incentivized, how they've been putting what we want to be to the back burner. Let's continue.
When on the one hand you have somebody who grew up like you. No.
Kamala Harris did not grow up like us. She spent majority of her life in Canada. Her mother is an Indian woman. Now, let's talk about something else. If you listen to Kamala very closely, right? Listen to her very closely. She rarely talks about that supposed black father, right? That supposed Jamaican father. She rarely talks about him. Every time you hear this woman speak about her formative years, every time you hear this woman speak about, her growing up, you hear her speaking about her mother's side of the family. This woman was raised by an Indian woman. Her value, her culture, she was not raised in a black household. So that's an absolute lie, Obama. She was not raised like us. She does not come from our community. She spent most of her years in Canada, from what I'm hearing. This woman was raised culturally as an Indian woman. Even her name, Kamala. That's not a black name, Kamala. Oh, Kamala. That is not a black woman's name, but I'm just saying culturally, she was not raised like a black woman. She was raised culturally as an Indian woman. She comes from an Indian mother, And her mother, and another thing we have to talk about. Her mother is a doctor. Her mother was a doctor. All this, my mother had to struggle, and my mother was, she was this single mother, and she had to work hard, and, she comes from an affluent family. Her mother was a career woman. Just like Kamala. Kamala is a career woman. Her mother was a career woman. So we got to stop. We got to stop that. Obama is lying to you right now. He's right now lying to you. Let's continue, though.
Knows you. Went to college with you.
Now let's talk about HBCU, because she says she knows you. She went to college with you. Let's talk about her knowing you and going to college with you. Something that people don't realize about HBCUs. White people go to HBCUs. People of different ethnicities go to HBCUs. We got to stop thinking that it's only black people in HBCUs. White people go to HBCUs. Does that now give them a black card? Hey, Timmy, you did 4 years in Howard. You can say the N-word now. Is that now what we're saying? Is that now what we're saying? We're saying that 4 years in an HBCU college now gives you a black card. Is that what we're saying now? Oh my God! Is that what we're saying now? Are we saying now that 4 years at a HBCU, if you go to Howard, if you go to VUU, if you go to any HBCU college, Spelman, that now makes you a celebratory member of black. You are now black. You can say the N-word. You can eat all the banana pudding you want. You get a lifetime supply of Popeye chicken. Like, well, what are we saying that, you know, a couple years at an HBCU college makes you black? I reject that notion. I reject and I repudiate that notion. Just like you, Barack Obama. I reject and I repudiate. Y'all remember that when he was rejecting and repudiate the Reverend Jeremiah Wright? Jeremiah Wright, I'ma salute Jeremiah Wright. That man, he takes care of his community. He takes care of his congregation. I reject and repudiate you, Barack Obama. But I reject and I repudiate that notion. Just because you went to a damn HBCU, that makes you black. I reject that notion. This is what makes you black. This is what makes you black, right? First of all, you have to have ancestors that suffered and went through the trials and tribulations of slavery. In America. Your ancestors have had to go through slavery in America, Reconstruction, right? Jim Crow, civil rights. They have had to be foundational building blocks to America. Fighting in your world wars, building the infrastructures of America, contributing inventions. They have had to be contributing, founding building blocks to America. That's what makes you black. Not you having a little bit of melanin. You going to a HBCU. You like to eat Kentucky Fried Chicken on the weekends. Every Friday, you like to go to a strip club in Atlanta. That doesn't make you black. Your ancestors have had to go through slavery in America. They have had to be in all the world war. They have had to be a part of this country's fabric. If you tear away the fabric of the foundational black Americans of this country, the country would rip apart. Fire! 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 We built the damn country. So I reject and I repudiate what he's saying here. You going to a HBCU college, that's not good enough for me. I need to know who your ancestors are. I need to know where you come from. Does your roots go back down south to the North Carolinas, to the Virginias, to the Mississippis, to the Alabamas, to the Louisianas? Does your roots go down south? If it don't, then you're not probably one of us. You're not a foundational black American. That's what makes you black. Your ancestors have to have history in America. Not in India, not in Kenya, but in America. But I just had to lay that out because, a lot of people are under the misconception. They think just because you got a little bit of melanin, right? You got a little bit of melanin and you live in America, that just makes you black. A lot of people are under that strong delusion. No. Just because you got a little bit of melanin, you're a little bit, you got a little tan on you, and you probably went to HBCU for 4 years. You got your little degree now. That doesn't make you black. But let's continue.
Understands the struggles.
Let's talk about Kamala Harris understanding the struggle, which is an absolute. It's laughable. This is an Indian woman, right? This is an Indian woman. Cause he just said that Kamala Harris understands the struggles, right? This is a woman who was locking up black men, throwing them in jail, stacking them up in jail like sardines. Was giving black men higher time than their white counterparts. Think about it. Tyrone, Timmy, they both came in there with some cocaine charges. Tyrone and Timmy both have priors. They both have a significant time of doing time in jail. Kamala Harris would look at those two individuals, Tyrone and Timmy, and she would give Tyrone a higher prison sentence than she would give Timmy. Based off of his skin color. They both came in there with cocaine charges. They both came in there with significant history in jail. Kamala Harris will say, no, we're going to give the Negro a higher sentence. And let's talk about this. Let's talk because Barack Obama said she understands the struggles. When this woman was a prosecutor, a lot of y'all don't know this story. When this woman was a prosecutor, the jails were overpacked. Think about it. The jails were overpacked. There was no space for more inmates. The state was requesting of her to release prisoners. Think about it. Your uncle, he's in there. Maybe he got a drug problem. He's in there serving time. A lot of us have family members that are doing time. That they're not bad people. Maybe they just fell on bad times. They made bad decisions. A lot of them have non-violent crimes. They haven't offed anybody. They haven't deleted anyone. They haven't hurt anyone. Maybe they had a robbery. Maybe they had a drug charge. Maybe they sold drugs. Non-violent crimes. The state asked this woman, listen, the jails are overcrowded. The jails are overcrowded. This is a health hazard, right? We need you to release prisoners. Do you know that this woman fought the state over releasing prisoners? Do you know that this woman did that? Oh my God! So if black people, hear me out, walk with me, y'all. If one of the gripes that the black community is having is being massively incarcerated. Remember, this woman is a prosecutor. One of the gripes that black people have is that we are being massively incarcerated. This woman has something to do with it. This woman was a prosecutor. And the state had to come to this woman and say, hey, we need you to release these people. Release the non-violent offenders. She fought with the damn state to release people. How are you voting for someone who is a part of the problem? You're voting for someone who's a part of the problem. I don't get it. I truly do not get it. So what he's saying is absolutely BS. It's absolute false. Kamala Harris has no ties to black men. She hasn't married one. She had no problem stacking them up in jail, throwing them in jail, stacking them up like sardines. So that's another lie that Obama has told us. Another lie. He's another lie.
And pain and joy.
Hey, I need y'all to hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. If you have anything to add to the discussion, anything to add to the dialogue, please put it in the super chat. We put respect on all super chats. We put respect on all donations. Again, if you have anything to add to the dialogue, anything to add to the discussion, please put it in the super chat. We read all super chats. We read all donations. Let's get back into what Barack Obama had to say.
That comes from those experiences. Who's had to work harder and do more and overcome.
What has Kamala Harris overcome? Can we really talk about that? What has Kamala Harris had to overcome? From the last, let's go 10 years, right? I'm not going to go into her senator position, but from her getting the vice president role, from her getting the Democratic nom, what has she fought for to get? They hired her as VP as a diversity hire. Joe Biden was desperate for black voters. He was desperate for female voters. So he hired Kamala Harris as a diversity hire. It wasn't that she was a great person to be a vice president. It wasn't that she was great for the job. She was a great asset to the Biden administration. She got the VP job as a diversity hire. He was trying to get some damn votes. Let's go to the Democratic nomination. It wasn't that she was right for the job. It wasn't that, the people came out and voted for her to have the Democratic nom. No, Joe Biden, he wasn't sure if he wanted to run or not. He got kicked out of the Democrat. He got kicked out of the White House by Nancy Pelosi. The Democrats waited too long to do some primaries and have people vote on a Democratic candidate that they wanted. And she was handed the Democratic nom on a silver platter. So what did she fight for? Fire! 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 This woman hasn't fought for nothing recently. She hasn't fought for nothing recently, but let's continue.
And achieves the second highest office in the land.
She was handed the vice presidency role as a diversity hire. She was a diversity hire, Barack. It wasn't that she was great at the job. Oh, Kamala, you're great as being vice president. You're so qualified for the position. You were a diversity hire. No, even to this day, when we look back at Kamala Harris's role as VP, what are we really going to say? What has she done as vice president? Think about that. She's never been to the border. She dropped the ball on the economy. She dropped the ball on inflation in the immigration. We're congratulating her for doing a bad job. Is that what we're doing? We're congratulating her for doing a bad job, right? That's what it sounds like you're doing, Barack. It really does.
Oh my God!
Barack Obama is congratulating Kamala Harris for being a diversity hire and doing a bad job. Let's continue.
And is putting forward concrete proposals.
Concrete proposals? This woman thinks that, small businesses is gonna fix the country. Anybody that has a record company in the basement, you're gonna fix the economy now. If you do hair in the attic of your apartment, if you do hair in your apartment, you're gonna fix the economy now. Anybody that has an LLC, you're gonna fix the economy now. That's what Kamala Harris has proposed. She thinks that small businesses are gonna fix the country. The same people that destroyed the country are telling you that they're gonna fix it. It's absolute lunacy. I have yet to hear her come with a solid proposal of her doing anything that's going to fix the country. Have any of y'all heard it? Have any of y'all heard a plan that she's going to fix the country? I haven't heard not one concrete plan or blueprint of a plan that was going to fix the country. 60 Minutes, they exposed her on that. She had no concrete plan. 60 Minutes exposed her already on that. So, Barack Obama, you're lying again.
To directly address the things that are vital.
Directly address? She's in office right now. She can directly address those things now. Why are we waiting for a plan, Barack? Why are we waiting for a plan from Kamala? She could directly do things now. What's stopping her now from going down to the White House, implementing some things that's going to fix the economy, implement some things that's going to fix the immigration problem? What's stopping her now? Let's continue.
In our neighborhoods and our communities, from housing to making sure that our mothers and our fathers and our grandparents can afford medicine, and making sure that we are dealing with prices that are too high and rents that are too high, and are committed to making sure that we maintain the Affordable Care Act, so everybody's got health care and cares about things like education and entrepreneurship.
She cares about things like education. I haven't heard her speak about education not one time. This is the same woman that was locking up single black mothers because their kids were late at school. Any of y'all heard about that? This woman has a terrible track record. Kamala Harris was locking up single black mothers just because their kids missed a few days at school. That's what she was doing.
Oh my God!
Barack Obama. Oh, Kamala Harris, she cares about education. She was locking up single black mothers. Think about it. If you was a single black mother living in San Francisco, single black mother, you did everything right. The man who got you pregnant, he left out on you. He's not supporting you in any way financially, but you do everything you can. You go to work, you got a job, you're paying your rent, you're feeding your kids, you're paying your car note, you're doing everything you have to do as a single black mother. You take your kids to school. But just because your kids happen to skip school for a couple of days, Kamala Harris is now going to send a white supremacist officer to your home.
Fire! 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 Fire!
And we all know how that turns out. Case in point, Sonia Massey. Kamala Harris was putting single black mothers in danger when she decided to send white supremacist officers to a single black mother's house just because their kids missed a few days at school. You don't send a white supremacist officer to a single black mother's home just because their kids miss school. You sit that kid down with the kids, you sit that kid down with their parents, a guidance counselor, a principal, a school therapist, and you get that kid back in school and back on the right track. You don't send white supremacist officers to single black mothers' homes.
Fire! 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 Fire!
Kamala cares about education. Get out of here with that.
In our neighborhoods. And that's on one side. And on the other side, you have someone who has consistently shown disregard, not just for the communities, but for you as a person. And you're thinking about sitting down.
The Democrats have been showing us disregard and denigrating us as well. Listen, if you wanna judge Trump for Central Park 5, and remember, a lot of people don't remember when Donald Trump had those thoughts and those opinions on the Central Park 5. What political party was he attached to? When Donald Trump said what he said about the Central Park 5, he was a Democrat.
Fire! Fire! Fire!
And furthermore, to go in on the Democrats, I mean, let's be honest. The Democrats are just as racist as anybody else. The Democrats, they play in our faces. They disrespect us. They don't take care of the communities. So I don't get Obama's point here. The Democrats have disrespected us as well. And listen, Trump, he's given money to HBCUs. He's helped a lot of black people out in terms of their prison sentence. He exonerated Kodak Black. He exonerated Lil Wayne. So let's stop acting like this man is just some old white racist. If he was sincerely an old white racist, I don't think he would have exonerated Kodak Black and Lil Wayne. I don't think he would have gave money to HBCUs. If he's this old white racist, like you're claiming him to be, and let me say this, another thing, I think it's very hypocritical for anybody in the hip hop community to claim that Trump is an old white racist, because the hip hop community was championing Trump for years through the lyrics, through the parties. So I find it very hypocritical that the hip hop community can say anything disrespectful to Trump when you were championing him for years. A lot of songs, a lot of lyrics championing him. But to say that Trump is just this racist. Now listen, I have a hard time believing any 70-year-old man is not a racist. That's just me though. Any white man that's in his 70s, I have a hard time believing that you're not racist. That goes for Jim Crow Joe. And that goes for Donald Trump. But you're damn sure ain't gonna get me to believe that an Indian woman that was locking up black men, stacking them in jail like sardines, you're not gonna get me to think that she has any type of respect for black men either.
Fire! 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 Fire!
So I can't rock with Barack Obama on that point either. Just the price of doing business, if you ask me. But let's continue.
Now, but because of
But
and you're coming up with all kinds of reasons and excuses.
What excuses are we coming up with? See, that's the thing. That's how this is exactly how the Democrats operate. And I want you guys to take notes of this. This is how the Democrats operate. They want to shame you into voting. How do the Democrats operate? Shaming you into voting for them. Oh, how you're really going to vote for Donald Trump? He's a racist. You're really going to vote for Donald Trump? He's all about himself. You're really going to... That's how they operate. Instead of telling you, you should vote for the Democrats because we want to work with you. We want to do things for you. We want to incentivize you. We want to help the situation. Instead of actually doing the work, they want to shame you into voting for them. That's not going to work this time, Barack Obama. You're going to have to do the work this time. You're not going to shame us into voting for you. You're not going to talk down us into voting for you. That's not going to work anymore. You're going to have to get your hands dirty this time. You're going to have to get those loafers dirty. Talking down to us, that's not gonna make us vote this year. I'm sorry. That's not good enough. That's not good enough. You're not gonna disrespect us. And how crazy is that? Every other community, think about this, y'all, for a second. And especially white people. I want y'all to take note of this because you see what's going on. You see what's happening here as well. Every other community, right? They talk to every other community with respect. Hey guys, we want you to vote for us. Kamala, she's gonna help your community. She wants to do more for your community. Every other community, the Democrats, they come to their community with respect, with honor, with dignity, with respect. It's only when they swing around to the black community that they want to disrespect us into voting for them. Denigrate us into voting for them. When they sit down and they talk to the European Jewish community, and they talk to the European Jewish community, and they talk about all the great things they want to do for Israel or the support they want to give to Israel, they don't talk down to the European Jewish community. They don't denigrate the European Jewish community. They come to them with respect. They come sit down to the table and talk. They're not trying to shame the European Jewish community into voting for them. Same thing when they talk to the LGBTQ community. They sit down, they have respect. They don't talk down to them. They don't denigrate them. They show them respect. Same thing with the immigrant class. Same thing with the Hispanic class. But when they come around to the black community, they want to shame us. They want to denigrate us. They want to disrespect us into voting for them.
Fire! 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 Fire!
You show all these other communities respect. You come to the table, you sit with them, you have respect with them, you show them respect and honor, you talk to their incentives, you talk to their agendas. But when you swing around to the black community, you denigrate us. You disrespect us. I want y'all to take note of that. Take note of that.
Oh my God!
You don't see Barack Obama. Furthermore, let's walk this thing down. You don't see Barack Obama talking down to the European Jewish community into voting for the Democrats. You don't see Barack Obama talking down to the LGBTQ community and disrespecting them, denigrating them into voting for them. You only see that with the black community.
Oh my God!
Just take note. Just take note of that. Because I have yet to see it. I have yet to see it. Let's continue.
I've got a problem with that. Because
You got a problem with that. Who the hell are you? Who gave you authority? Barack Obama, I gotta tell you the truth. We don't give two squirrel farts about you having a problem with that. You can take your high yellow ass back to wherever you've been for the last 10 years, because we don't give two damns about you.
Fire! 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 Fire!
You got a problem with that. I got a problem with you. Disrespecting, denigrating black men into voting for Kamala Harris. I got a problem with you doing absolutely nothing for the black community. I got a problem with you. You are a disgrace to the black community, Barack.
Fire! Fire! Fire!
Yeah, we got a problem with you. Talking about you got a problem with us. We got a problem with you. You damn charlatan, you damn deceiver. You damn liar. You're a clown. Salute to Rogie Nazariah with the $5 donation. They sent a sticker. Salute to you. Rogie Nazariah, salute to you. Thanks for the donation. I appreciate it. If you have anything to add to the dialogue, anything to add to the discussion, please put it in the super chat. We read all super chats. We read all donations. I want people to be a part of the dialogue. I want people to be a part of the discussion. Let's continue with Barack Obama. And maybe we should talk about Barack Obama by curiosity. I don't believe Barack Obama is the first black president. He's the first gay president. He's bi-curious, searching for the answer. Chaka chaka cha. Put that where? Right there. Barack Obama writing love notes to his female love interests, talking about how he wanted a hot dog to bounce against his chin. Put that where? Right there.
Oh my God!
May have to talk about that a little bit, you know? And I'm gonna be honest with you. That's why I call him the first gay president. He's really the first gay president because, you know, he did nothing for the black community. He incentivized the gay community. And there's nothing wrong with that, right? You know, nothing wrong with that. But, you know, that whole black president label, he's not the first black president. He's the first gay president. He had a soft spot, respectfully, no disrespect to him, he had a soft spot for the LGBTQ community. Because he's been living a life of a bi-curious man, searching for the answers. He's been fighting that urge to bounce a hot dog against his chin his whole life. And I want y'all to do this. Do me a favor. When you're done with this stream, go back and look at what he used to say back, like when he was first running. He was against gay marriage. If you go back and you look at like the 2008 presidency when he was running and talking, and he was the debate, he was against that. But when it came around to that second term, I'm coming out. I want the world to know. He said, screw all of that. I'm coming out. I want the world to know. He came out. You know, and he let it be known he's been dealing with these bi-curious thoughts, you know? So we need to just put that whole he's the first black president thing. We got to put that to bed. You know, he's the first gay president. There's nothing wrong with that. You know, listen, if he likes to bounce hot dogs against his chin, if he likes to suck on a pole instead of licking a hole, that's his prerogative. But all that blackety black, I'm the first black president, that's all cap. It's all cap. It's all cap, man. It's all cap. Let's continue, though.
Because part of it makes me think, and I'm speaking to men directly now, part of it makes me think that, well, you just aren't feeling the idea of having a woman as president.
No. Don't see. That's another thing. That's another thing they keep weaponizing. That's what you continually hear. Oh, you must hate women. You must hate women. You don't want to see a woman president. That's what they keep weaponizing against us. No, we don't like Kamala Harris. She's a bad candidate. Has nothing to do with women. Has everything to do with her. Democrats, you did a bad job. You selected the wrong person. She's a terrible candidate. She doesn't know how to talk. She's not charismatic. She giggles every 5 seconds. Doesn't have a plan. Has a bad track record. Dropped the ball on immigration. Dropped the ball on the economy. We don't like her. She's a bad candidate. Stop pointing fingers at black men and take a hard, cold look in the mirror, Democrats. You did a poor job. You're in this predicament with black men and black voters because you didn't do enough. You're in this predicament with black men and black voters because you haven't been doing anything for the black community. You're in this predicament with black men and black voters because you selected a bad candidate via Kamala Harris. It's not our fault. It's your fault. Let's continue.
And you're coming up with other alternatives and other reasons for that. And I think
he got his hand on his chin like he's saying something deep and profound. Take your damn hand off your chin. You ain't saying nothing deep. You're a clown, a charlatan, a deceiver, a liar, a bozo, and a disgrace to the black community. Nah, he getting fried up today. Somebody said leave Obama alone. He getting fried up today. He getting fried up today. We're going to throw a fish fry for this nigga. How dare he? How dare he? Open up his African mouth on foundational black American men. How dare he? No right. He has absolutely no right to talk about us in any way, shape, or form. He doesn't have the track record. He doesn't have the cachet. He doesn't have the receipts to say absolutely nothing to black men. He did nothing for black men. Do y'all want to talk about My Brother's Initiative? Do y'all want to talk about that garbage program? Do y'all want to talk about My Brother's Keeper? That garbage program. Do y'all want to talk about the Trayvon Martin case? It happened when he was in office. He could have impacted change right there. He could have put in a hate crime bill. He could have done something. We see that they can do it. Look what happened with the Asian hate crime bill. You saw how they pushed that through. He could have impacted change. He decided not to. You don't have the cachet. You don't have the respect in the black community to critique anything when it comes to black men, Obama. Absolutely none. You need to keep your rotten, stank mouth to yourself. Keep your thoughts to yourself and tell that BS. I said tell that BS to somebody who cares. He needs to talk to the LGBTQ community about this. Because I feel like, this is just my opinion, I feel like, and I said this before, I feel like he could talk to the LGBTQ community about this. Absolutely. He needs to sit down with a couple of, LGBTQ people that, of that community, sit down with them, tell them that he should be criticizing them. Because Barack Obama, you did a lot for that community. I feel like you have the cachet. You have enough respect in that community. You have the receipts to critique that community and say, listen, people of the LGBTQ community, you need to vote for Kamala Harris. I'm the first gay president. I'm the president that gave you all of these incentives. We push your agendas. We've helped you. I helped you. I did a lot for this community. He should be talking to the LGBTQ community like this. He should be standing in front of a bunch of LGBTQ people with his hand on his chin, criticizing white LGBTQ people. Talking down to them, denigrating them. He should be talking to them like that. He don't have no authority to be talking to black men like that. Talk to the people that you incentivize, Obama. You don't have no cachet to be talking to us like that. You ain't did a damn thing for us. Let's continue.
Anybody you are talking to in a barbershop, anybody you are talking
at a barbershop. Anybody you have been talking to at a barbershop? When was the last time you been to a barbershop, Obama? That lineup looking a little bit crooked. Your hairline going back. When was the last time you been to a black barbershop, Obama? Keep it a buck. You cut your own hair, don't you? You cut your own hair, Obama. That hairline looking a little crooked. A little muffed up. Looking a little messed up to me.
talking to in your house, in your family, at church.
What is he talking about? Barack Obama, you do know black people are other places besides barbershops and churches. You do know that, right? Even like the way Democrats talk to us. Anybody you're talking to in a barbershop, in a church, in a Popeye's chicken, in a KFC, online at the welfare office. Like, what are you talking about? Like these are the only places you can find black people. What are you talking about, Obama?
Oh my God!
Anybody you find at a church, at a barbershop, at a KFC, at a Popeyes, make sure you talk to them about Kamala Harris. What's he talking about? You sound ridiculous right now.
Who is coming with that kind of attitude, I think you have to ask them, well, how can that be? Because the women in our lives have been getting our backs this entire time.
Kamala Harris is not from our community. She is not a black woman. She was raised by an Indian woman. Her values, her cultures come from an Indian woman. So stop lying to us, acting like she's one of our mothers, one of our aunties. She is not.
Fire! 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 Fire!
Absolute lies. Absolute lies. Let's continue.
They've been raising us and working and having our back.
And how crazy does he sound right now? He says they've been raising us. Barack Obama, you come from a white mother. Hold up, let's talk about that.
Oh my God!
Barack Obama, you are right now sitting to us, lying to us. You are now trying to weaponize black women against black men. You're talking about black women in our community. They've been helping us. They've been raising us. Barack Obama, you was raised by a white woman. What are you talking about?
Fire! 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 Fire!
You was raised by a white woman, Barack. What do you know about a foundational black American woman raising you, helping you, giving you culture, you know, and all of these things that you're blabbering about? What are you talking about? He sounds like an absolute fool right now. You was raised by a white woman. What do you know about a black woman raising you? I have to run that back. Let's run that because he's saying us. He's trying to throw himself in us. They've been raising us. They've been culturing us. They've been doing this for us. Barack Obama, you was raised by a white woman. What do you know about a foundational black American mother raising you? What do you know about that? What does Kamala Harris know about that? And I find it funny how we have these two people who know absolutely nothing about the black American experience, the foundational black American experience. They don't know nothing about Big Mama cooking up a big pot of chitlins in the house smelling up the house, the house smelling like God knows what. They don't know about that hot comb laying on that scalp and burning up your scalp. They don't know nothing about going down south to them down south reunions. They don't know nothing about being foundational black, and they don't know nothing about that.
Fire! 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 Fire!
So it sounds crazy to me what you're saying when it comes to Kamala and Obama. Let's run that back to where he's talking about us.
Facts.
Run that back.
And
Run that back.
when we get in trouble,
When we get in trouble, what is he talking?
Power rule, you going to bed, nigga.
I gotta run that back. Let me say, I gotta run that back. When he's talking about us and they've been raising us.
well, how can that be? Because The women
I gotta run this back because he sounds like an absolute fool right here.
in our lives have been getting our back.
The women in our lives. That's what he just said.
This entire time. They've been raising us and working.
They've been raising us. Barack Obama, you was raised by a white woman. What are you talking about? What do you know about a foundational black American woman raising you? You just bald-faced lie to us in our faces. You don't know nothing about that. You're a liar.
Working and having our backs. And when we get in trouble, Barack Obama, have you ever been in trouble with a foundational black American woman? You was raised by a white woman. You got put in timeout. You got told to go to your room. Barack Obama, you was raised by a white woman. She made you eat vegetables when you were in trouble. You don't know nothing about going outside and breaking off a switch. So your foundational black American mother or your grandmother could wear you out with a switch. You don't know nothing about that foundational black American woman hitting you with a pot and pan over your backside. Wearing your ass out with that damn belt. Barack Obama, you got told to go to your room. Eat your Brussels sprouts. Barack Obama, I'm putting you in timeout. You can't watch Dukes of Hazzard tonight. That's what Barack Obama was told. He wasn't told, break off a switch, go outside, you're gonna get a whooping. He wasn't told none of that. He wasn't told none of that. He don't know nothing about breaking off a switch and getting worn out with that damn switch. See, that's foundational black. You can't duplicate that. You can't fake being foundational black American. You can't fake it. It's all through your upbringing. It's all through your family. You can't fake being foundational black American. People may look at you, they may look at your phenotype and say, well, you have the phenotype of a black foundational black American, but when we talk to you, when we see your life experiences, when we look at your family, you can't fake being foundational black American. Let's continue. When the system's not working for us, they're the ones.
When the system is not working for us, Barack Obama, Kamala Harris was a part of the system. She was a prosecutor. She was a part of the system. When white supremacist officers were planting drugs on black men, Kamala Harris was right there backing up the white supremacist officer. When it was a white supremacist judge giving someone a higher prison sentence than their white counterpart, Kamala Harris was right there backing up that white supremacist judge. Kamala Harris was a part of the system. What is he talking about? He sounds crazy. It's all lies. He's a deceiver. He's a liar.
Ones who were out there marching and protesting.
When was Kamala out there protesting? If anything, she gave money to some BLM protesters that were probably of Antifa, burning down police stations, rioting and looting, making it look like it was probably some white protesters that were rioting and looting, burning down police stations. That's what she gave money to. Such a hypocrite. It's the same woman working in collaboration with white supremacists, then giving money to BLM protesters to burn down the same precinct that she was working for. Everybody keeps saying she's a flip-flopper. She is a flip-flopper. For her to work with police departments, working with the police departments, putting people in jail, for all those years of her life, and then for her to, get into politics and put money into people, into bail people out that are burning down police stations, that's all you need to know about her being a flip-flopper. She has no morals. She has no principles. She doesn't stand on anything. She's a flip-flopper. She's willing to say anything to get a damn vote. Let's continue.
And so now you're thinking about sitting out or even...
Yeah, we're going to sit out. We're going to sit this one out, Barack. Because Barack Obama, you're a disgrace to the black community. You did nothing for the black community. Just like the Democrats, they did nothing for the black community for over 50 years. So you know what? We're going to sit this one out. You ain't did nothing for us, so we can't do nothing for you. We're going to sit home. We're going to crack a beer open. When Kamala Harris lose, we're going to laugh at her. We're going to crack open another beer. And we're going to go on with our lives. Because we don't give a damn about you, Kamala Harris, and the damn Democrats. You don't give a damn about the black community. Well, the black community don't give a damn about the Democrats now.
Fire! Fire! Fire!
Go tell that to the LGBTQ community, Barack. You don't have no right to tell us anything. You don't have no right to take this tone with black America. You don't have this right to take this tone with black men. You ain't did nothing for us. If Barack Obama had the track record of doing work in the black community directly for black men, opening up the conversation for reparations, working on a hate crime bill, pushing through the anti-lynching bill, if he had the track record of doing things for black people on the political level, he would have all the right to say what he's saying. I would be sitting here and saying, Barack is right. I would be saying that if he had the track record. He doesn't have the track record with the black America. He can tell LGBTQ this. He has the track record with them. Tell LGBTQ people what you're saying and make it directly to them. You can't tell us nothing, Barack. We don't give a damn about you, Barack. It's a fact. Let's continue.
Somebody who has a history of denigrating you?
The Democrats have a history of denigrating us. The Democrats have a history of disrespecting us, denigrating us, instead of giving us change, instead of giving us, something that we can incentivize, instead of pushing our agendas, they disrespect us. They give us tokenism. They spit in our faces. We come out and vote for them every year. They do nothing. They get nothing done. So you're in the same boat, Barack. The Democrats are in the same boat.
Because you think that's a sign of strength? Because that's what...
A sign of strength would be the Democrats actually doing work for the black community. That would be a sign of strength, Barack. Not sitting on your hands, giving us tokenism, lying to us, deceiving us. That's what you're doing right now.
What being a man is? Putting women down? That's not acceptable.
You're not acceptable. You're a clown. You're a bozo. I feel absolutely disgusted that I ever even voted for you. I'm going to be honest with you. I feel disgusted that I ever voted for you. Thank God I didn't vote for you the second time. We were smelling the coffee the second time. The second time came around, I smelled the coffee the second time. I wasn't voting for you the second time. That wasn't going to happen. But I feel absolutely disgusting. I have to take 3 showers a day, knowing that I have to live with the fact that I voted for your lying, deceiving, high yellow, waffle, colored ass. I feel disgusted at that. You're a clown, Barack. You're an absolute clown I'm disgusted with this dude. I don't want to ever hear no more. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. Let's go to the next topic. Go to the next topic. In conclusion, though, Barack, I just find it funny how, ever since he's left office, he left office. No one has seen him. Think about it. No one has seen him. No interviews. Never popped up in Chicago to talk to the youth, talk to the gang members. Didn't do much. Just sat around, writing books that nobody brought, nobody cared about. He's been hiding for all these years, and he just pops up at the DNC like we supposed to care. Popped up on the Kamala Harris campaign rallies like we supposed to care. We just don't, Barack. We don't care anymore. We don't care. Your presidency is an absolute sham. Majority of black people, they feel absolutely bamboozled and scammed that they ever voted for you. If you ever feel like you have any type of cachet in the black community, Barack, I'm here to tell you, you absolutely don't. We don't give a hell about you. We don't give a damn about you. Good day, sir. Good day, sir. Good day. Let's go on to the next topic. Because I'm done with Barack. I'm absolutely done with Barack. He's a clown. He's a bozo. He's a bozo. But let's get into this Trump topic. Now, let me throw this out there, right? This is a police commissioner out in is this Las Vegas? What is this? Las Vegas, man? Yeah. The man is from Las Vegas. So this is a sheriff out there in California. He's talking about how a Las Vegas man was arrested trying to get into the Trump rally out there in California. Now, if he would have successfully gotten there, a lot of people are saying this may have been the third man that tried to assassinate Donald Trump. Now, let me throw this out there, right? A lot of people are saying that these events are being staged. They're trying to say that it's Donald Trump that are staging these things. But when you look into these people's backgrounds, I don't see any connection to Donald Trump. I see, I'm saying in terms of knowing him, or, some of them may have backed him back in the day, like when he first ran. But if you look in their history in the last 4 years of their lives, these men have not been rocking with Donald Trump. They've been absolutely against him. And I'm saying, this is what I'm saying. This is just my theory. Did the Democrats drop a bag on Donald Trump. This is the third man trying to hypothetically, allegedly trying to get at Donald Trump, trying to assassinate him. Did a Democrat, possibly drop a bag? Did they drop a bag on, Donald Trump? Let's get into what the who was this? He's a sheriff. I think he's a sheriff out there in California. But the man is from Las Vegas. He's a Las Vegas man. Let me just see what he had to say in terms of this, because I want to get into this a little bit.
Good afternoon. Thank you all for coming here today. I am Chad Bianco. I'm the sheriff of Riverside County, and we are obviously here to talk about an incident that occurred yesterday at the rally that former President Trump had in Coachella. There has been a lot of media stir.
So it happened in Coachella, California.
Beginning last night with social media and further on today about the arrest. And so I am here to give you as much information as I can. I will answer all of the questions that you have. Keep in mind that the information that I'm going to give you may not be all of the information that I have, but because of what we're doing and because of the investigation that will obviously continue concerning this, there are some things that I cannot give you, or that I will not give you, but I will do.
Now we need all the information. We need to know what's going on. This would have been the third attempt. I think that everybody's withholding a little bit too much information. The feds, the police departments. We need to know what's going on. We should know at this point no matter where you stand on it. If you think it's staged, we should know by now. If we think that it's people in our government, whether they be Democrats, whether they be Republicans, that are behind these assassination attempts, we should know by now. We should know by now. We got 3 people that are directly linked to these events. 3 people. One of them is no longer here, but you have this phone, you have his evidence. Another person was arrested, and now you got this third man. We need to know more information.
Do everything I can to answer your questions. So to begin with, yesterday afternoon, before former President...
Oh, the big homie Sinclair's in the building. Everybody say hello to Sinclair. Sinclair's in the building. Salute to Sinclair. The big homie Sinclair. What's going on, Sinclair? Let's get back into it.
Trump arrived to the rally. We made contact with an individual on the inner perimeter of our operation at the rally.
So he tried to get into the rally. They stopped him at the gate. He looking suspicious. I'm sure he looked like a Kamala Harris supporter. His hair was dyed the same color as a cock. Probably had a pronoun pin on him. He had to put his pronouns on a pin. Just so people won't, people won't, think he's, what he's not. Yeah, they stopped him at the gate. Looking suspicious.
As you can imagine, this was a very large event in regard to previous attempts on...
It's funny how the Democrats keep saying that these Trump rallies are small. The Trump rallies are small, but everybody that keeps reporting on them saying that they were big events. I was in Long Island when he came. I'm in Long Island. He came out to Long Island, and they were shutting down some streets over there. We couldn't even go on, like in Long Island, there's a place called Nassau Coliseum. It's like a big coliseum where they do like concerts and stuff like that. They were shutting down streets on that side. A lot of people came through. There was a lot of video. It looked like it was a lot of people there. And this is New York. This is Long Island, New York. This is like a predominantly a blue state. Most of the people vote blue out here, and there was a lot of people out there. So everybody on the Democrats side keeps saying that these events are small, but you know, from what I keep seeing, these are kind of a big events from what I'm seeing.
On the former president's life, this was not something that we were taking lightly. We had a very detailed plan in place on how we were going to keep not only the former president safe, but all of the participants or the attendees of the rally safe. So in general terms, I will tell you that we had a larger outside perimeter and then an inside perimeter that was completely controlled by us, by Riverside County Sheriff.
And I want to give a salute to the sheriff here and the police. Fine police work. You gotta salute police when they do fine police work. You gotta salute them. You gotta salute them when they do fine police work. The police in Butler, Pennsylvania, going up on the damn roof. You see a damn shooter on the damn roof. You leave the damn roof because he pointed the gun at you. Everybody at the event pointing at somebody on the roof, looking suspicious. Police officers looking like they didn't see that. That's bad police work. So you got to salute great police work. They caught this man before he got into the event. That's great police work. That's great police work. You got to salute police when they do great police work.
Deputies, and both of them served different purposes. We did not keep residents from their homes. We did not keep people that were traveling through the area from going through if they had a legitimate reason to go through. So the outside perimeter was basically to allow...
Sinclair says like, subscribe, turn on that notification. That's an absolute fact. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button right now.
Fire! 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 Fire!
Hit it to the beat, hit it to the beat, hit it to the beat, hit it to the beat. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button.
Allow people in that we thought belonged there. The inside perimeter was to make sure people were proceeding in the right direction.
Somebody said Cali, California, 100K attendance. Really? It wasn't no 100K people there. Stop it. It was 100K people there? I don't believe that. It was probably maybe 30 to 40,000, possibly, maybe 20. I don't know. I don't know the venue or where it was held, so I don't know. But 100K, that's you're talking about. That's like a FIFA game right there. It's a lot of people, man. I doubt it was 100K people over there.
The way it worked yesterday is only people that were allowed inside the perimeter, the outside perimeter, in a vehicle was if you lived there or if you had documentation that said you were going to this rally in the form of an email with VIP credentials or press credentials.
Anybody been here? Anybody been to a Trump rally? I was about to go on Long Island. I wish I would have went. I should have went to the Trump rally. I'm not a Trump supporter. Just want to throw that out there because you know people they think I'm a Trump supporter. I don't know why. Just because I criticize the Democrats, that doesn't make me a Trump supporter. But I wanted to go to the rally just to see how a Trump rally was. Oh, anybody been to a Trump rally? Anybody been to a Kamala Harris rally? You know, did you see girls twerking, strippers sliding down poles? You know, niggas shaking that bussy. What you see at the Kamala Harris rally? Let me know.
Those vehicles were allowed in. There were no other vehicles allowed. So that outside perimeter I will give you his name. The name that we have, and I'm going to put an asterisk by it as I explain this later, but we have his name as Vem.
I'm going to take his name out.
M-I-L.
I'm going to take his name out. I don't want his name.
26 of 1974. And the reason why I
salute to Rage Loyoy. I hope I'm not butchering your name. Salute to you for becoming a member. Reg Loyoy. Salute to you for becoming a member. Salute to you, sir.
Fire! 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 Fire!
Let's get back into it.
gave it to you like that, as I will explain later. He approached the outside perimeter, gave all indications that he belonged there, that he was that he was a participant that was allowed to get into VIP and to and a press corps, and so he was allowed through that outer perimeter. As he got to the inside perimeter, where deputies were conducting obviously a more thorough.
So they didn't stop him at the gate. He got around the second perimeter, and that's where they gave him all the smoke. So he initially got through the first perimeter. I'm thinking they stopped him at the gate, like boom, nah, you ain't coming in. So I guess the second line of defense caught him. All right.
Evaluation of the vehicles that were coming in, there were many irregularities that popped up. The deputy noticed that the interior of the vehicle was in quite disarray. The vehicle had an obviously fake license plate, and
yeah, he was riding dirty. Yeah, he was up to something. You're riding dirty, guns on you. He was up to no good. He was probably going to, try to get whatever he can get off, try to run to the car. Yeah, he was up to no good. I think he was up to no good. The feds need to interrogate him. They need to interrogate him. They need to interrogate him.
That prompted further investigation from our deputy into why the person was there, and what he was doing. During that investigation, the deputy eventually found.
And I love to watch police body cams. I hope they got a police body cam of this whole interaction with this guy. I want to see that.
Found multiple passports with multiple names.
Multiple passports with multiple names. Did the Democrats drop a bag? I'm just throwing that out there. Did the Democrats drop a bag? Some people are saying MK Ultra. I disagree. I think you're going into the realm of spookism. Don't go into the realm of spookism. A lot of people dislike Trump, man. A lot of Democrats, a lot of traitor Republicans have turned their back on him. He got a lot of enemies, So let's not go into the spookism. Let's look into what could possibly have happened here. Did the Democrats drop a bag? Why? Let me ask y'all this. Why is it more believable to think that somebody was hypnotized or under the spell of MK Ultra or something? Why is it more believable to believe that, but it's not more believable for somebody to drop a bag? Why is it more believable for somebody to be under, MK Ultra or some type of hypnotism or something like that? Why is it more believable to believe that than it is for somebody to just have enemies and somebody drop a bag on them? Why is it more believable for that? I don't know. I never understood that. I don't think it's far-fetched to believe that, there's people out there that don't like Trump, and they would take these types of measures. I don't think it's crazy to believe that. I don't think it's crazy to believe that. But let's continue.
Multiple driver's license with different names. The vehicle was unregistered, and the license plate was what we in law enforcement would recognize as one that is homemade and indicative of a group of individuals that claim to be sovereign citizens. And assuming the deputy assumes that he was part of that identifying group. So during the investigation, obviously those identification documents were found, in addition to a loaded handgun and a shotgun. Obviously, this was before the former president arrived. The person was taken into custody. He was eventually booked into jail on those charges, and eventually. He was released. He will have to further his.
He was released. Y'all released this guy? Y'all keep niggas in jail for less. I would think the feds would have him in an interrogation room by now. Y'all released him. Y'all keep niggas in jail for little nickel bags of cocaine. You released them. Did the Democrats drop a bag, man? How he get released so fast, man? How the hell he get released so damn fast? They keep niggas in jail for less. This man just went to the rally with a shotgun, a handgun, a car with a false license plate on it, a bunch of different passports with different identities, and they let him go. Did the Democrats drop a bag? Did they pull some strings? I don't think it's far-fetched to believe. They keep niggas in jail for less. And this is California. California's gun laws are similar to New York's gun laws. And I can tell you, living in New York, you go to a political rally with an unregistered gun and an unregistered firearm, you know, with a dirty license and a bunch of passports on you, and you're black, you ain't leaving that damn jail. Now, I'm sure maybe maybe the feds could be monitoring him. You know, I'm sure they're monitoring him in some way, shape or form, and they may be investigating him now. But I mean, come on now. You mean to tell me this man went to a damn rally with riding dirty with 2 firearms, and he just get a slap on the wrist? He get released from prison? Did the Democrats drop a bag?
His court case is in the future. Right now, we are actively engaged in working with Secret Service and the FBI to ensure that this person is followed up on and all of the information that they can gather. I can tell you that from my perspective, from a state law enforcement agency's perspective, the firearms charges is what we arrested him for and booked him on. Anything further will come from the federal government, and quite frankly.
So pretty much they're focused on the firearms. So I'm guessing the firearms were probably unregistered. Like I said, you know, the gun laws in California, they're not exactly the same, but they're similar to New York. They're similar to New York. Yeah, but that's interesting. I wonder. Let me see some more.
I don't know if we will be a part of that. We will certainly be a part of that investigation and cooperating with them, but those charges, if any, will come from them. They will not come from us. With that being said, is there any questions? Yes, sir.
Sheriff, we talked to Mr. Miller this afternoon, and he said the accusations or the belief that he planned to assassinate President Trump were, quote, complete bullshit. He said that he had a special access pass that was issued to him by a Republican group in Clark County, Nevada, and that...
So they spoke to him. They spoke to him. He said that it's all bogus and felonious and okay.
When he rolled up to the checkpoint, he told the deputies that, in his words, as a courtesy, that he had firearms in the trunk of his car. Do you have a comment on what he said?
I will not comment on what he said or specifics that we learned or gained from our contact with him.
What do y'all think? Because I don't know. Maybe they may be pumping this up. Maybe he was just a gun owner. But I mean, there's not a lot of. I'm gonna be honest with you. there's not a lot of gun enthusiasts in California. I mean, it's a blue state. It's like it's similar to like New York. Like in New York, you don't have a lot of people, especially not in like New York City. You got a lot of people that are just walking around with registered firearms, in their back pocket and their holster and stuff like that are gun enthusiasts. Like, New York is very hard on guns, similar to California. So, I mean, it's a little bit unbelievable to think that this guy just thought it was cool for him to come. If he's not law enforcement, if he's not, tied to any type of law enforcement, I don't believe that he would just go to a Trump rally with just his firearm attached to him like that and think that it would be smart. Like, I don't know. I'm not buying that. I'm not buying that. Not buying that. Because that's what I'm saying. The gun laws in California, they're similar to New York. Like, people in Cali, I wouldn't think that they're just walking around unless they're like, law enforcement or stuff like that, or maybe security, or maybe they're just I don't know, maybe they're armed guards. I don't know. But it just sounds a little bit unbelievable to me. I don't know the guy's life story or his background or whatever like that, but it doesn't make sense to go to a Trump rally like that, come in heavy like that. I don't know. What do you guys think though? Do you think that this guy may have been the third person to try something like that, like a Trump assassination? Do you guys think that this might have been the third man? Could he have been the third man? Could he have been the third man? I don't think it's crazy to believe that. I don't think it's crazy to believe that. Yeah, man. But that's about it, y'all. I just want to talk about Barack and his thoughts on. I don't want to play this whole rally because it may just be a simple mix-up with the guy. He just had a firearm on him and he just wanted to go to the rally. Maybe he wasn't trying to start trouble. I don't know. Yeah, so I'm not gonna play the rest of this. It may just be nothing. But I was more so focused on this charlatan and this bozo right here.
Oh my God!
That's who my main focus was. Focusing on this charlatan, this devil, this deceiver, this liar, this bozo. An absolute disgrace to the black community, Barack Obama. What my focus was today. I just want to talk about this whole kerfluffle he had, opening his mouth about, black men. That's what the show was majority about. But with that being said, man, I want to give a salute to Sinclair. I want to give a salute to Enrique. I want to salute to all my mods. Didn't I make somebody? Oh yeah, Rick Slick. Yeah, Rick Slick. I made Rick Slick a mod today. Salute to Rick Slick for becoming a mod. Salute to the new member. Red. Salute to the new member. Red. Salute to the new member. If this is your first time here, this is a political show. This is the check-in report. We do a bevy of different topics. Mostly our main focus is right now it's political because it's political season. We're talking about Barack, we're talking about Kamala, we're talking about Trump, Vance, Walls, we're talking about all the political pundits. It's election season. We got about 20 days until election night. Who will you guys be voting for? I don't have my mind made up yet. I think I'm going to vote though. I'm not going to reveal who I'm thinking about voting for. I will not be voting for Trump. He supports qualified immunity. I will not be voting for Kamala Harris. She's a terrible candidate. She's ran this country into the ground. Terrible for the economy. So I can't vote for neither one. But there is a few people running. Let me throw some names out there. Let me know if you've heard of some of these candidates running. Anybody heard of Jill Stein from the Green Party? She absolutely made Angela Rye look like a clown on the Breakfast Club. Anybody heard of Jill Stein from the Green Party? Anybody heard about my homie, Cornel West? Dr. Cornel West will be on the election ballot. I don't know, maybe not in your state, but in New York State, he will be on the election ballot. Got a couple people to think about. I'm not on Trump and I'm not on Kamala. I'm leaning, a certain way right now. But have any of y'all heard of these other candidates running? I mean, or you guys don't want to rock with the independents? Let me know. Anybody heard of Jill Stein? Anybody heard of Dr. Cornel West running? Anybody? I don't know, like none of y'all know about her. Okay. I see somebody in here talking about Kamala. Salute to Nancy. Talking about Kamala. She's a Kamala sexual. You're on the bandwagon. Okay. Oh, man. Somebody said it's Kamala. Her name is come a million. They come and go. The Prince of Camelot. I don't got time to pronunciate her name right. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't give a damn about pronunciating her name right. I'm gonna be honest. It's nobody's fault that we can't pronunciate your name. Maybe if you would have done more interviews, maybe if you would have sat down with more people, if you would have had long form discussions and dialogue, we would know how to pronunciate your name by now. It's nobody's fault we can't pronunciate her name. It's nobody's fault but hers. She should have sat down with more people and corrected people on pronouncing her name right. It's her fault that we're not pronouncing her name because she hasn't been out there. She hasn't been doing enough. But in anywho, salute to all the mods, salute to all the members, salute to everybody that checked in. Again, if it's your first time here, make sure you like this content. Make sure you like this video. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. We will be doing more videos, more live streams on this political season. Election night will be in 20 days. Are you ready? Make sure you come on back. We're going to have more discussions on these topics. But with that being said, this is the check-in report. I hope you guys have been entertained as well as enlightened. I will see you guys on the next live stream. We are out. Y'all guys have a blessed night and a productive week. We out, y'all. Toodles.